Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let us say thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given blessings and gifts to all of us. Salawat and greetings may always be poured to our great Prophet Muhammad who has brought us from the age of darkness to the age of light. I say hello to the judges who I respect, and let me introduce myself. My name is Shofia Amelia Dani from SMA Negeri 1 Tulang, Bawang, Tengah. I would like to say many thanks for the time and opportunity that has been given to me. On this occasion, I would like to deliver a speech about adolescent promiscuity in digital era. Promiscuity is a social attitude that makes behaviors towards teenagers deviant to things that are not natural and cross the boundaries of obligation of applicable rules and norms in social life. In this digital era, teenagers and gadgets seem inseparable. One of the factors that cause promiscuity among teenagers is the use of internet. The internet, which is used inappropriately, becomes a gateway to free and uncontrolled association. The massive and unavoidable circulation of information flows on the internet allows teenagers to access anything on the internet, whether it's good or not. The things that make the internet dangerous is the risk of teenagers imitating inappropriate content on the internet, and also pornography that can be easily accessed on the internet today, creating addiction to it. We must have self-control as in anything, such as accessing internet only for something useful and not misleading. Most spectaculars on the internet is uneducated. Teenagers with their big curiosity and labile character try to access those videos. Unfortunately, for unstable teenagers, negative content on social media has a lot of to do with their perspective. Spectacles that cannot be guided are a way of entering foreign filters. This happens in midst of various adolescent problems which are increasing from year to year. From drugs, free sex to violence. Promiscuity should be avoided as far as possible because it can cause teenagers' attitude to be erratic and deviant and revert to many dangerous things for the futures. Because promiscuity is an epidemic in adolescent association. The decline in moral values due to promiscuity brings many negative impacts. For example, pregnancy outside marriage and early marriage, which will result dropping out of school, and also wrong way of educating children due to their unpreparedness. The cause of promiscuity in digital era is the lack of supervision from parents and self-control is of teenagers themselves and doing something or accessing something on the internet, and also the lack of family attention, the emotional instability, and of course the environmental that do not support teenagers to behave the right way. Because of the many bad effects of promiscuity, the teenagers must be smart and know how to avoid promiscuity. There are some ways that you can try, such as selective of choosing friends, and also avoid people who feel like have bad impact on us. Stand firm as a teenager so as not be easily carried away by the flows of promiscuity. Because of the many negative impact from promiscuity, so and it's very influential for our future, we must also increase our positive activities and keep ourselves busy with it. We must remember our parents who take pains to raise us so we can become a good and successful people. We can destroy our parents' hopes, right? We know that religion is the foundation of life. God have written rules that written in Holy Book. By applying those rules in your daily life might prevent you to drag away by the current of promiscuity. Of course, you must follow all those rules by your heart, because if you got closer to God, you will avoid all the bad deeds that religion forbids. By being The impact of internet development does have good and bad sides. What I said earlier are some bad examples of promiscuity in digital era. Remember to try avoid promiscuity because if we fall into it, it can harm others and ourselves. But if used internet properly, it can support your education at school because so many positive content that you can access on the internet to deepen your knowledge. And for many words that have been spoken and the many things that we've heard together, I wish what I have conveyed will be useful for all of us. To close the word, I would like to say thank you. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.